my channel. My name is Scarlett Rose. Thanks for stopping by. If you guys are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys have been joining me from the very beginning, thank you so much for helping me grow my channel, y'all. I got an easy, delicious, delicious recipe that you all must try. I seen this recipe on the Rachel Ray, y'all, but I'm gonna add a little twist to it. Today I'm gonna be making a deep dish stuffed potatoes with pulled pork, but you can substitute the pulled pork with a brisket. Y'all checked out my lip smacking barbecue pulled pork sandwiches in the Insignia pot. Y'all must try that recipe. I'm using that meat that I made in that Insignia pot, and I have a little leftover meat, and as you all can see, I'm going to be using that meat in today's recipe. I took some 4 large potatoes. These were the largest that my husband could find at the store. But I took 4 large potatoes that I could find, and I scrubbed them and I cleaned them really good. And I roasted them, baked them in the oven on 425 for about an hour. And so basically, before I wrapped these potatoes, I sprayed them with some olive oil, and then I wrapped them in aluminum foil and I put them in the oven, and they cooked for about an hour. So now I'm about to unwrap these potatoes. First, I want to tell you what we're going to do and what some of the products and the ingredients we're going to be using today. So I'm going to be using some bacon bits. I'm going to be using some mild shredded cheese. I'm going to be using a little green onion scallions, you guys. And I'm going to be using some chives, some ground black pepper, some butter, some real unsalted butter. We're going to be using some sour cream. We're using some garlic pepper by Lawry's. You know, this is the bomb here, y'all, if y'all ain't tried that. And we're using some hot and sweet jalapeno slices, y'all. So basically what I'm going to get ready to do now is I'm going to unwrap these potatoes, and we're going to scoop out all the middle of the potatoes, and we're going to make a mashed potato. I'm going to show you all how we're going to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut these potatoes in half evenly. We're going to cut these potatoes in half evenly, and we're going to scoop out all the insides of we're going to scoop out all the potatoes. So we're going to take these potatoes and we're going to scoop these out. All right, you all, now that I have my potatoes cut evenly in half and tried to scoop out as most of the potatoes as I could, what I want to do is I want to spray the potatoes with a little olive oil, and we're going to toast them. We're going to put them back in the oven for just a moment and let them toast just a little bit. But before we do that, we're going to season it with a little bit of garlic pepper. We're going to season the inside of these. And these were the largest potatoes that we could find. So we're gonna let that toast for a little bit. We're gonna put that back in the oven and let it toast. We still have our oven on 425, but we're just gonna let that toast while we're making up our mashed potatoes. These were the middle of the potatoes that I scooped out. And what I'm basically going to do now is I'm going to heat up 1 cup of warm milk. So let's put that on about maybe 3 minutes. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take these mashed potatoes, and make a nice creamy mashed potato out of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some garlic pepper. We're going to add some black pepper. We're going to add a little bit of chives. And as you can see, we're adding a little bit of chives. Take some of this butter. Go ahead and use a half a stick of butter. Some sour cream, y'all. We're going to take some sour cream and we're going to add it to these potatoes. It's going to help make it really nice and creamy, mashing them. And we're going to add that warm milk in there in just a moment. I hope you guys are having a great, blessed weekend. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more of garlic pepper. A little bit of more chives. We're going to stop that milk because we're going to add that milk. We're going to add some more pepper. I'm telling y'all, this is smelling so good, y'all, so good. And we're going to add some more butter to that. You can't have enough butter. Now we're going to add that warm milk to these mashed potatoes. We didn't pour all of it. Let's start off with a little bit and just continue to mash. I'm using one of my sporks. And since the potatoes are already done, like I said, because we scooped these out of the baked roasted potatoes, this is going to be a hit, y'all, a hit. Mix really well all the ingredients. And there you go with the mashed potatoes. So we're going to set these to the side. So now, like I said, get this recipe. Check out my recipe for my lip smacking barbecue pork sandwiches that I made in my Insignia pot. This is the same recipe that I used for this dish today. And like I said, you can substitute it for a brisket or whatever type of shredded meat you may like that you want to stuff your potato with. But this is what I'm using today, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So we're going to go ahead and since I made this a little bit earlier, we're just going to put this on low, medium heat to warm it up a little bit more. Have that meat warm and ready. And like I said, this recipe is so delicious, y'all. It's so delicious. Very, very, very delicious. Or actually, we're going to take a little bit of green onions and we're going to chop these. Because these are going to go at the top of our potatoes. It's going to be so delicious, so delicious. Okay. So I toasted them a little bit more. And as you can see, this is what the potatoes look like that we're gonna fill. And so now let's get ready to start stuffing these, you guys. We're gonna get ready to start stuffing these. And this is, like I said, it's gonna be so delicious. So delicious. I believe your family will enjoy this perfect meal. So let's start off with doing a few with a little bit of meat. That with a little bit of pulled pork, and we're gonna put a little bit of mashed potato on here. Little cheese. And we're gonna add a little bit of bacon bits. Some of these sweet pepper, and we're going to do another one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the mashed potato. So we're just going to take turns. We're going to add a little bit of mashed potato in here. These delicious mashed potatoes. And I made a recipe, or you can check out my delicious creamy mashed potato recipe. You guys need to check that out as well if you want to know how I make my potatoes. So we're going to go ahead and top off a little meat here. And we're going to add a little bit of cheese. Add a little bit of bacon bits. I'm going to add a little bit of these sweet peppers on here. Don't these deep dish stuffed potatoes with pulled pork looks delicious? Like I said, if you haven't already hit that like and that subscribe, what are you waiting for? Hit it now. And please comment and tell me what you think about this recipe, this new recipe that I'm trying out, that I seen on the Rachel Ray show. I'm adding a little bit of twist to it. It's not exactly like hers, but I put my own little shebang on it, y'all. My own little twist to it. I'm gonna add some green scallions. I hope you enjoyed them. But before I let you guys go, I want to send out a special salute to all the historic Black women who have paved the way, who have came before me, that have paved the way for me to be here, to be able to do what I'm doing today. Whether it be education, whether it be my job, whether it be just inspiring to do great things in life. I know all of these beautiful women who have come before me have paved an excellent trail. They have set the gold standard for how we all should strive to be. And this is just American history, Black history. To me, is American history 365. And again, there are many historic and many Black women and Black men who have paved the way for America to be what it is today. So we don't want to leave us out and exclude us. We should always be included in the school textbooks. And that's why it's very important that you teach your children who we are as a people and what we have done to make wonderful contributions to American history, to the world. And again, I'm just saluting these beautiful Black women, historic Black women that came before me. And I hope you all enjoy, and I hope that you come back and join me next week. And I hope you guys have a blessed work week. Thank you so much. Godspeed. Thank you for helping me grow. See you all next time. Bye.